A pleasant day to everyone. I am Jabel D. Cagas, a BSMT 1B student of University of Cebu Banilad campus. Today I am going to interview a young lady, 20 years of age, a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management student, and also a full-time employee of a BPO company. Please welcome Miss Jody D. Cagas. Welcome, Miss Jody. Thank you for granting my invitation today.
It's my pleasure.
So, how was your life lately?
It's been good actually. Though there are some challenges, however, I'm still coping with it.
So, speaking of challenges, I have prepared some questions for you today. For the first one, what is the biggest challenge in your life during this pandemic?
That's a good question. One of the biggest challenges that I've encountered so far during this pandemic is the difficulty traveling, knowing that I love to travel and I traveled a lot before. Due to strict travel restrictions, it's really difficult for me to adjust. However, I try to cope up with it. I try to look for the brighter side of it to lessen the COVID infections with the people around me and to protect also my family.
Okay, thank you. The next question is, what can you say about the COVID-19 variants, and are you in favor of the COVID vaccination? Why or why not?
That's a good question again. And the only thing that I can say about this COVID-19 variants is that this is our wake-up call. This is our wake-up call to protect and save our environment. Because as we all know, one of the symptoms of this COVID-19 virus is colds. And one way to get this colds is due to weather changes and pollution. And studies also shows that our environment is already in a critical state. Since this pandemic has already begun, all we have to do is to protect ourselves by being healthy, staying fit, and getting vaccinated. All right? So, are you in favor of COVID-19 vaccinations? Yeah. Our government has already provided us with the different variants of vaccines, and this will not only benefit us, or this will not only to protect ourselves, but others as well.
So, have you been vaccinated already?
Yeah. I've been vaccinated way back August, and my vaccine was Johnson and Johnson.
How was your experience after getting vaccinated?
Oh, actually, the night after getting vaccinated, I experienced severe headaches and I got chills. My temperature went up, but I took some medicines to lessen the after effects of the vaccines. Okay, so how about you, Miss Jabel? Are you already fully vaccinated?
Yes, I am already fully vaccinated and I got the Pfizer vaccine, and I finished my second dose last September, and so far my experience was not really that bad in my experience.
That's good, Miss Jabel. As a student and as a member of this community, what are your contributions during this pandemic?
Thank you for that. As a student and a member of the community, my contributions this pandemic is I help lessen the chances of the virus to spread like wildfire because I most of the time stay at home. As much as possible, I only get to go out to buy important things and run errands with my mom. Also, seldom I go out with my friends, but I make sure to always follow the health protocols by wearing our face mask and shields. We observe the social distancing when in public areas, and most of the time we opt to stay at one of the household of our friends, and before we enter we disinfect ourselves.
All right, so since you're now on your legal age to vote, and we all know that elections are fast approaching, for you, what are the qualities that are needed in choosing the best leader?
I believe that every country, even cities or towns, needs a leader who can handle a huge population all at once. It means that the leader have visions. He or she thinks for what is best for every individual in the country, not just a specific number of people. A leader who is transparent and trustworthy, a leader who thinks of the present situation that can benefit the future generations, a leader who uses not only its voice to speak nothing but the truth, but also its ears to listen to its people's plea, a leader who is knowledgeable, strategic, wise, and courageous. Actually, there is no best leader, but I believe to the leader who always gives the best of its ability to lead the country with millions of people.
That's quite a good answer. Thank you so much for that. Since you've mentioned a while ago that one of the good qualities of a best leader is to use its voice, to speak nothing but the truth, and to use its ears to listen to people's plea. Now, how can you be an effective communicator and a good listener?
I can be an effective communicator and a good listener at the same time. It is a give and take process. You communicate well, you will be listened. If you listen attentively, you will give a good communication as well. I've read at the internet, most great communicators listen more than they speak. I can be an effective communicator by giving clear and direct messages and simple and understandable language of use. I can also be a good listener by being present in mind, heart, and soul. I can understand the language well and also the emotions it conveys. They say we are given two ears and just one mouth because it is better to listen than speak foul words.
That's good.
It is my pleasure to interview such a fine young lady who get to share her wisdom and knowledge with us today.
It is also my pleasure and honor to be here with you, and it's been a great experience having to know your insights as well with us today.
And that's all. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day ahead.